Good morning. Welcome to Mantra 108, where we're almost nearing the end of our 21-day practice. This is day number 20. Tomorrow is day number 21. And we, of course, have been chanting the mantra Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso, Jyotir, Gamaya, Mṛtyormā, Amṛtaṁ, Gamaya. And so after we're finished with tomorrow's practice, with this 21-day, we'll chant another of the ancient Vedic peace mantras, Purnam. So after tomorrow, I'll give you on tomorrow's gathering, I'll give you information about moving forward with a continued mantra practice, if you'd like to do that. I'm finding that it's a wonderful way to begin the day, as I've been doing for many years now, usually a little bit earlier for my personal practice, but I like to start us out a little later so that we all have an opportunity to have a little tea, maybe have a little breakfast, maybe do some asana practice, some yoga practice. These are good things to do before we sit for our, good morning, Douglas, good morning, Andrew, nice to have you here, before we sit for our mantra practice. So, I always like to talk to you a little bit about something before we get started, and today I wanted to speak about love. I want to read a couple of things to you about love. I think this is so important for us to keep circling back to love. So let me read a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to read from is this sweet little book called Drops of Nectar. So you see this picture of this lovely man. This is Swami. This is the Swami Chittanand Saraswati, who pujas Chittanand Saraswati, who is he's the spiritual leader of the ashram that I go to every year in Rishikesh. Get my spiritual juju recharged. The thing that I love about Swamiji so much is that he's a social activist. He's absolutely a social activist, and you've been watching our governors, our governor of California, do all of these wonderful things to get ahead of what's going on in our crisis. And so Swamiji does this. There are so many crises that go on, so many challenges that go on all the time in India, and he's in northern India, in Rishikesh. And so he has all kinds of social programs that he leads, and that he gets a lot of other leaders from his community to come in and be a part of making a change for women, for children, for people who are minorities in India, for people who are in need of food, in need of medical care. So I love this man so much. And so this is a little book of some of his words of wisdom. So I want to read something about love, called The Power of Love, from one of these chapters. And it says this: a college professor in New York gave his business economy students the assignment of going to a slum and finding 10 children each to interview. Then the university students had to prepare reports on each of the 10 children that they had interviewed. The final item of the assignment was for the students to rate each child's chance of success in the world. So all the students completed their assignments. With 20 students in the class, the professor ended up with 200 papers on 200 different children living in a slum area. Each single report ended with the question, what are this child's chances of success in the world? And each had the same answer, the child has no chance. 20 or 30 years later, another professor at the same college came upon these 200 old reports in the economy department's filing cabinets. He thought it would be interesting to see whether all of the 200 children had really turned out to be victims of their impoverished, crime-ridden upbringing. Amazingly, over 90% of the children who had no chance had turned out to be successful doctors, lawyers, or professionals. The professor was astonished and went to each one to ask what had helped him or her become a success. Every single respondent, and now they were middle-aged, said, well, there was this one teacher I had who changed my life and gave me the ability to succeed. The professor finally found this one teacher who had changed the lives of all of the children. When he found her, she was past 90 and very frail. He asked her how she had possibly taken these impoverished children who had no chance of success in the world and turned more than 90% of them into successful professionals. The old woman looked at the professor very simply, smiled and said, I just loved these children. The power of love is enough to give hope to the hopeless, enough to turn failures into successes, enough to make lives worth living. The teacher had not taught the children any special skills. None of them recalled a particular lesson, activity, or project. Rather, the simple fact that she loved them and believed in them was enough to change their lives. We all have this power to transform not only ourselves, but others as well. Yet, do we use it? Do we take the divine gift of love in our hearts and use it as much as possible to help as many as we can? The message of Lord Krishna is love, love, and love all. From the moment he was 6 days old, he had enemies. So many demons and asuras came to kill him. But what did he do? Did he fight them with anger? Did he hate them? Did he send them forever to hell? No, he granted them all liberation. Wherever Lord Krishna went, whether it was to palaces, to the simple hut of Vidur, to the gardens of Vrindavan, he brought only his divine love. His divine love changed not only the lives of all those who met him during his physical presence on earth, but the ever-present love he continues to shower upon us changes all who open their hearts to it. Let us take to heart his divine message. Love all, hate none, heal all, hurt none. God has given us a special ability to touch others with our smiles, to change a life with a simple, warm embrace, to bring meaning to the lives of others through our love. We must use this divine gift and never let it go in vain. Flowers blossom under the warm rays of the sun, and the flowers of our lives, our children, our families, and all those around us will blossom only under the warm rays of our love. And then, because tomorrow is Easter, and Christ had the same message, to love everyone, to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. Well, we kind of have a problem loving ourselves. We beat ourselves up a lot, but hopefully we're learning to change that. And so I also wanted to read 1 Corinthians 13, which is the testament, the ultimate testament on love. And then we'll get started with our practice. So from the Bible, from 1 Corinthians chapter 13. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now we see only a reflection as in a mirror. But then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known. And now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. You can see that I love that passage. So, my hope for all of us is that we can love, and love more, especially during this challenging time, but really any time. And so with that, we'll begin our practice. I'll turn on our tempura. Good morning, Karen. Grateful for you to be here with me. Hope you're staying safe in New York. All right, so I'll turn the tempura up. And we'll start our practice. Let's do a little opening of the jaw again. Let's massage the facial muscles. They've been asleep all night. We probably haven't been talking much this morning. So let's just open up those muscles a little. And then the scalene muscles of the neck. You can move up and down a little bit and open those muscles. And then let's do a couple of neck rolls. Drop your ear to one side and roll in a little half moon, just to awaken the muscles of the neck a bit. So happy that we have some sunshine today in Southern California. It's been raining. So hopefully you have sunshine where you are. Roll the shoulders just a wee bit. And then drop those shoulders down away from your ears. Press through your crown. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Let your skin soften. Let your muscles soften. Bring softness to your heart. And let's create an intention of love, love, and more love to live in our hearts. Take a nice inhale in and release it. And one more inhale and release. And we begin our practice. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya Asato Mā Sadgamaya Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Asato Mā Sadgamaya, Tamaso Mā Jyotir Gamaya, Mṛtyormā Amṛtaṁ Gamaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Please sit in the silence of your sound vibration. Sit in the anahata. Thank you for being with me today, and proceed through our day, proceed through our lives with love, 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 more love. Love for ourselves, love for others. Thanks for being with me, and I will see you tomorrow morning, which I think will be our 21st day of this particular practice. And then, if you'd like, we'll roll right into the next practice. My internet cut out there for a minute, and I'm going to offer a Zoom practice. I don't want for people to just pop in and out of that. I want us to connect on Zoom for a very special practice. I'm going to teach you something called the Mantra Purusha, which is a way of putting a beautiful mantra practice into our bodies, installing it in our body parts, all the way from the tip of the head down to the toes. It's a beautiful practice. I use it all the time. It enhances my mantra practice. So I'll put that I'll put some information up about that so that if you want to join that, you can join that with me too. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to start it, maybe in another week or two. But on Monday, we'll start our new mantra, our new 21-day mantra practice. All right, everyone have a loving day. I love you.